I cannot believe it has been a full year on YouTube. And not just a full year on YouTube, but a full year of posting consistently on this channel. I hit my 1 year anniversary and it feels so crazy. And it's crazy that I'm so excited about this because this is not my first channel. This is the first time that I have been consistently posting for a year on this channel and on 2 channels at the same time. Y'all have got a lot to share. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe we made it 52 weeks. So back in 2024, I decided to go all in on YouTube. And when I say all in, I mean really trying to monetize my channel. So I had a channel that had been on YouTube since 2017, but I had changed my niche. I had changed, the style of videos I was doing. I did a lot with that channel, but back in 2024 of June, I was like, you know what? I want to try to monetize this channel. I want to try to bring in extra income for my family by monetizing my passion, by monetizing the thing that I enjoy doing the most, which is creating videos and sharing my love for different things, sharing how I'm navigating life. So I made this channel because I really wanted to follow my monetization journey. I really wanted to track and see how long it would take me to monetize my main channel, if I could monetize that channel, and go through the process so that other people who have vlog and lifestyle channels that weren't focused on YouTube growth and tips or tech, or the channels that easily get monetized, I wanted to prove to us that we could do it. And so instead of putting all of this content on my main channel and driving in traffic from YouTube monetization videos, I decided to make a separate channel. And so I started posting on this channel. I posted my first video June 9th of 2024. And I tracked each week the monetization for each channel. Now, initially, I was only trying to track the monetization process and journey for my main channel. But as time went on, and I really started enjoying posting over here and started enjoying doing different kind of content and sliding back and forth between focusing on lifestyle and motherhood and then like a really business mindset, I decided to track both channels, and it has been a crazy year. So for the most part, I spent the last year posting at least one video on each channel a week. Some weeks, most weeks, I would end up with 2 videos on each channel. And I have learned so much, and I have tracked this journey. I will link that playlist up in the cards for you all so you can just see the journey if you are just catching up. But I have learned so much, and I shared some of the things that I learned in my 20 weeks later video, and that video blew up. And so after a year, while I feel like most of the lessons are the same, I do feel like I've come out on the other side with just a few more things that I want to share about this journey, about YouTube, about monetization in general, just things that I've learned and kind of come to the conclusion about. So in true fashion, we are going to talk about analytics. I'm not going to do a weekly check-in for week 52. Instead, we're going to look at the entire year and see how I've grown over a year's worth of time. And I'm going to compare both channels because while the monetization journey videos were purposed for my lifestyle vlog channel, this channel has grown in ways I couldn't even have imagined in just a short time. So I do want to show like the comparison between a lifestyle vlog channel, a channel that I've had for years, and this brand new channel that I just started a year ago. But first, let's just talk about some of the things that I feel like I have learned. And I think the most important thing is about this word consistency, because when I first started years ago, and even when I started this time, I was really focusing on being consistent. And for me at the time, I thought consistent meant posting at least one video every week at the same time on the same day. And I tried my hardest to do that. But I had to realize real quick that I have a 9 to 5, I have a toddler, I have a life, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. Life happens. I can't post on the same day at the same time every week. It just did not happen like that. But what I did learn is that consistency, one, is different for everybody, which we know at this point, but also that consistency just means being persistent, constantly showing up, constantly trying to put your best foot forward and doing all the things each week, doing the hard thing week in and week out. Even though I would like to get on a schedule just to make my life a little bit easier, I focus more on being persistent and not giving up, not quitting because the numbers are low, or not getting discouraged when I don't see the results that I want to see. Which brings me to the next thing, is that my effort does not always match the views and the analytics, and that is okay. I know that I put a lot into these videos. I know that I pour my heart and soul into editing, and I know that sometimes the video is not going to get the views and sometimes it will, and not to tie that to my self-worth or my actual ability to do the thing. Like, not saying that I made a bad video just because it only reached 20 people. I have learned to separate the two and not worry about the views and keep getting better with the craft. So I've learned to not tie my self-worth to my views, which that sounds kind of like duh. But sometimes when you pour your heart and soul into something, when you really work hard at something and you don't see the results, that hurts. That's like, dang, do I suck? And it's not that you suck. It's just your video did not get to the intended audience. Maybe there's something you can work on as far as like the packaging, but that does not mean the work you put out is not good. So I've learned just not to tie my self-worth into my views, and I know that my effort is not going to always show in my numbers. And then the next thing I learned about this journey is tracking my progress. While sometimes it can get discouraging not seeing the numbers go up and kind of like seeing yourself be stagnant, it teaches you so much. So tracking my progress actually kept me motivated, because I would see when my numbers were really good and I was like, well, what did I do that week? And I'm like, okay, let me go back to that. So it really kept me on track with staying motivated to keep posting, to keep trying, because it gave me something to work towards. But it also showed me like where I was doing really good and where I could probably change up my strategy to make it better. So I learned to use tracking my monetization or tracking my stats with more of a business mindset, with like, how can I get better? Instead of saying like, oh, my numbers are down, maybe I should quit, maybe this is not the thing for me. No, it's how can I get better? How can I improve my craft? Which is the same thing I do at my job. As a teacher, if I have a day where the kids just didn't get it, I don't go, oh, I suck at teaching, I should just quit, I never do this again. I'm literally like, okay, where did we fall off? What can we go back and fix? Let's try this again, and let's try this a different way. And so I kind of look at YouTube like that. It's a challenge, and it's a fun challenge. And I get to better myself every day. I get to better myself with editing. I get to better myself with thumbnails and just being creative and like telling a story. I absolutely love it. And so after a year, I don't want to give up because I'm not monetized. I want to keep going. I want to keep having fun. I want to keep just like exploring and finding out new things, because I truly, truly enjoy this creative space I have built for myself. It's the thing for me that I can just sit and enjoy and watch grow and flourish. And like I said, I'm not monetized, but I've had so many great things happen this year because of YouTube. I've connected with such great people. I've conquered some fears. I've even gotten noticed by a brand who has offered me, to be a part of their affiliate marketing program. And that I don't take lightly, because they didn't have to reach out. They did not have to invite me to do that. Most of the time as a small creator, we're trying to reach out to brands, or we're trying to, get into this program. But I was reached out to for doing something I just do anyways, which is share my love for products and tools and life. And so I feel like this has been the most amazing year. I feel like my confidence has grown. I feel like I have trusted myself more, and I've learned to trust myself more, because I before would be like, no, like I probably shouldn't do that, or I probably shouldn't say that. And I'm seeing other people talk about these topics, and I'm like, dang, like I said that in a video. And so I should have just gone ahead and trusted my gut, trusted my instinct, believed in myself a little bit more. And so that is what this year has taught me. And it is completely amazing to see how far I've come, because I can't imagine anything I've stuck with this long except for school and dance. And yeah, that is it. Like, there are no side passions or hobbies that I feel like I have stuck with this long, which makes me feel really good, because if you think about it, most people will probably quit YouTube within the first 6 months. So if you have made it this far, give yourself a pat on the back, because there has been a lot of people who have been with me from the beginning of this year's journey, and I'm still here, you're still here. So give yourself a round of applause. Congratulations, we made it a year. And I just truly believe great things are in store. I have such a positive energy and excitement for this next year. And yeah, I can't wait to take y'all along and share and learn and grow from you all while I share what I'm learning. I feel like we are creating a community of like-minded people who just want to grow something, who just want to explore their passions and make money from it. And I'm excited. I'm so excited. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I can go on and on about what this year has meant to me. But yeah, let's get into some analytics. So because this is the 1-year anniversary for this channel, let's start with the analytics for this channel, my Nichole Yvonne channel. I call this channel my baby because it's, you know, young and fresh and new, and the numbers are kind of little. Like, it's okay. It's okay. I call it my baby. So let's start with my baby, shall we? So I'm going to make sure my dates reflect June 9th of 2024 through June 9th of 2025. I waited to record this so I can make sure I got the 9th through the 9th on here for you all. Okay, so from June 9th, 2024 to June 9th, 2025, you guys, I got 28,308 views. I got 1.7K watch time hours and 981 subscribers. That is just crazy, especially to think that I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers after a year. And on my other channel, I made my first 1,000 subscribers here with you all. You saw that was like years in the making. To think I've made it a year and I've gotten these numbers is just crazy. And I've watched a bunch of videos to see, like, okay, where are people at about a year into their journey? And a lot of people do not even have half these numbers, and then some people have like 3 times these numbers. So it's just crazy how different our journeys can be. So don't get discouraged. Your journey is your journey. So during this time, my top videos were my posting consistently on YouTube for 20 weeks, that 20 weeks later video, my Vlogmas guide for 2024, what I do if I were starting on YouTube from scratch, when I made a video about almost being at 1,000 subscribers on my main channel. That was a check-in video, and then another check-in video where I was just being honest and vulnerable about my journey. So those were my top 5 videos for this past year. And then during this time, you guys, I posted 63 videos. I did 12 shorts and 2 live streams. And my goal was to do more lives, and I was so afraid. I was so nervous. I did one recently, and I did one kind of midway through this year. And so yeah, I actually averaged out 1 video per week, even though there were weeks where I took breaks. So it kind of helped that I did 2 videos per week. But yeah, I posted a lot, y'all. And so just looking at my videos, because while I did post shorts, they were really like snippets from my long form content. There really weren't many dedicated shorts that were meant to be shorts. They were little just snippets to bring people to my long form. During this time, y'all, I got 511.7K impressions, y'all. My click-through rate was 4%, and my average view duration was 3 minutes and 51 seconds. So this has just been a crazy year on this channel. I am so grateful with where we're at. I'm so grateful to, you know, have made it this far, and I don't know, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. And then if you're curious to how close I am to monetization on this channel, I currently have 980 subscribers, so I did lose a subscriber. Actually, I've lost a couple, and yeah, that's a topic for another video. I have 1,706 public watch time hours, and I definitely need to make sure I'm getting close to that 4,000, because I will probably lose those soon, because the one video got me majority of those So yeah, I definitely am going to try to make sure I'm getting my watch time hours because, you know, after 365 days, they roll back over. So like each day, your numbers reset based off of that day. And I do not want to do all this work to lose my watch time hours. So on to the main reason why this whole monetization journey started, my NaturalNiche TV channel. I have thought about changing the name of this channel over the course of this year too, and I have come to the conclusion that it fits. It makes sense, and I'm leaving it. I'm gonna make sure I do the same dates because this is the time frame that I really spent focusing on monetizing this channel. So during the time frame on this channel, I got 109.2K views, so 109,249 views, 2.8K watch time hours, and 493 subscribers. So you can see what I mean by how drastically this channel that you are watching right now grew compared to my main channel, because I got like 500 less subscribers this year, but I got more watch time hours and definitely more views. So my top videos during this time, my #1 video was the Black Girl Vitamins video 6 months later. And then the next one was my Black Girls Vitamin, the 1 month update, buying my dream car, my dream mom car. My 4th video was finally trying out the Black Girl Vitamins. And then my 5th top video, which is crazy, was a foster care video, fears of fostering, pros and cons. And what's crazy about that one is that was like 2 years old now. So for that to be a top video is crazy to me. So during this time frame, I got 663,000 impressions, y'all. Craziness, crazy. 4.6% click-through rate and 3 minutes and 40 seconds average view duration. And during this time, I published 67 videos, 32 shorts, and I did 2 live streams. So the amount of videos I did was about the same. Early on and last summer, I did a lot of shorts because I was enjoying shorts. You know, they were easy for me to do, or I would cut snippets and link them to my long form content. But over time, I started seeing that shorts were not getting me much traction, and the subscribers I was getting for my shorts were filtering into my long form, so I kind of laid off. But I do want to get back into short form content. It's just easier with a toddler. So something I just noticed on here, which is really crazy, is if I look at an overview of my channel during this time period, my top 2 videos were shorts that I created, one last summer that just blew up out of nowhere, and then a short that is like 2 years old, and then the 4th top video is another short from potty training. And so there was a time where I was getting a lot of traction from shorts, and now it's more a blend of my long form and my short form content. And so yeah, it's just crazy to see that. And when I look at the overview between shorts and long form content, y'all, I have 1 million impressions. That is crazy to think that 1 million eyeballs have seen a thumbnail, a short, have come across my content in some way, whether they watched it or not. 1 million eyes on my channel. That is crazy. That is crazy. And then of course, where I'm at on monetization, I currently have 1,318 subscribers, and I have 2,308 public watch time hours. So I'm like halfway there. I just know by December, I am hoping to have those 4,000 hours. Really before December, because I know there is a wave where I got those watch time hours that will start dying off soon. So hopefully by December. And something pretty interesting to note is that most of my traffic from my main vlog channel is from search. And that was very strategic on my end early on to make searchable content so that my vlogs can get found. And then what's crazy on this channel is I started with a topic in mind. It wasn't very niched, but I had a very kind of focused topic. And while I tried to make searchable titles, while I tried to get found in YouTube search, I find that for this particular channel, most of my views come from browse features or being suggested. So it's just crazy how different these channels are and how much growth has happened on both of them independently of each other. But I believe also people come from one channel to the other and vice versa. So it's just been really crazy to see how this has gone. So if I had to give any advice and this is for anyone who's about to start their channel, have already started their channel, maybe want to revamp their channel, is don't get bogged down by the low views. Use your analytics to tell you what's going on with your channel. And what I mean by that is, if you see that you are constantly getting low views or low watch time, look at your analytics and see what people are really watching, what they subscribe for, why they are even there. Because maybe what they subscribe for is not what you're putting out now, and so they're not interested. And so YouTube is having a hard time figuring out who to push your videos out to. So don't take that low view as you're doing a bad job. Take it as positive feedback so that you can figure out how to improve your channel. So with that, I will also say track your progress, because you don't know how you're doing or if you're getting better or if you know what you're doing is working if you're not tracking it. And so if you're not really trying to do this to really see growth and to make money and all the things, then that is fine. But if you actually want to grow your channel, track your progress. And don't get so focused on your progress and your goals that you lose sight of the fun, but use it to help you get better, because remember, the goal is to get our videos to the intended audience. Also remember that you don't have to be perfect, you just need to be consistent. I had to work really hard to get over that perfectionism, and when I did and I just had fun, y'all, my videos did so much better. The videos where I wasn't working on being perfect or saying the perfect thing, those have been my best videos. My 20 weeks later video is a very clear model of that, because I didn't have a lot of text on the screen. I was tired and I just wanted to share what I had learned, and I put it out there, and it's the most viewed video on this channel. And then celebrate your own milestones, and not just the ones related to the algorithm, not just the ones where you hit 1,000 subscribers or you hit the 4,000 watch time hours. Celebrate showing up each week. Celebrate posting the video, doing the work, doing the hard thing that not all people can do. Because just remember, not everyone sticks with it. Not everyone makes it to this point. Not everyone continues when they're not seeing the growth. We are a part of a small percent. And so celebrate those small wins of you showing up each week, of you posting the video and feeling completely cringy and just accepting it and moving on. Celebrate all the things, because it's going to make this journey a whole lot more exciting and fun. So I'm truly, truly proud of myself for doing the hard thing. I did not imagine being here a year later, still talking about my journey and still pushing towards monetization. This started out as an 8-week challenge for myself, and it turned into 52 weeks. And I am excited to continue. So if you're on this journey, do not stop. Don't get discouraged. Just keep going. Find your community, find your tribe, find your people, so that you can have that encouragement you need to keep pushing every day. Your time is coming. Your growth is coming. Just enjoy the process. So if you like this video, if this video was helpful, please hit the like button so I know to create more videos like this. If you stuck around and you made it to the end, friend, you might as well subscribe. You can join this community of creators who are just trying to grow their passions. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.